right, that was Nutty with Thelonious Monk and John Coltrane. My first impressions listening to that is just this. Not only is Monk this genius, but what a great sense of dynamics as a band. He knows how to play the foil against what Coltrane does. I mean, it's just all that him as a leader. You get that sense of
Yeah, he sets the table, man. He sets the table. He sets the table for the rhythm section, and he sets the table up for the saxophone soloist. And he sets it up where rhythm is king. So first of all, it's the way the thing is swinging. And he sets it up with his sense of space, because Monk's the master of space and timing. And he sets up kind of moments of drama. The music kind of chugs along in these plodding tempos that don't seem like they're going to work. Ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding. We're going to make something dynamic and exciting out of ding-da-ding, ding-da-ding, ding. It's not likely. And somehow Monk navigates for the band to the promised land through this. It's amazing that he does that. You were talking about the funny dissonant chord voicings during the Monk solo. And the funny thing is that they're more pandiatonic, so he'll play F, G, A, and B flat all together. Brunk. And it's got this kind of percussive sense, and once again you hear his absolute pitch, his big ears at work there. He reinvents the melody with exotic, pungent chord changes as his solo. He doesn't play any 16th note bebop showcase. Even I was struck, as much as Train's putting on the textbook of superimposing extra 2/5 chord changes onto the solo. That's kind of what he's doing there. That the saxophonists really like to study is beedle-doo-doo-doo-doo, deedle-doo-doo-doo-doo, the line cliches and the various vocabulary things, and he's superimposing yet extra chord changes on it. He'll slip in a D flat minor 7 arpeggio before he goes to the C minor 7 arpeggio. And so there's that, and people like to focus on that, but he's still playing all that stuff in the old school. The old school is that you reinvent the melody the whole solo. You don't play a bunch of stuff. Famous story of Steve Lacy playing with Monk, and Monk's his idol, and he idolizes Monk, and he wants to do a really good job when he gets to play with him finally, the great Monk. And he practices the hell out of Monk's tunes, and he's got a lot of harmonic stuff ready to go on his horn when he's going to play with Monk, and he starts launching into all this harmonic stuff that he's been studying, that he hears Monk play, and he's been applying it to his horn. And Monk stops him and says, "Don't play all that bullshit. What the hell are you doing? Play the song." So your solo is supposed to be an extension of the melody, first and foremost. And you add all the extemporaneous chord additions and harmony stuff that everybody kind of focuses exclusively on now. That's a part of the melody interpretation. Yeah, like Sonny Rollins was so good at. And I hear Train doing that in the solo. He opens up with the kind of quoting the melody, and all the notes that he glissandes up to and kind of plays around with are still notes in the melody, and it still has the vibe of the song and the nutty version of rhythm changes, as opposed to a different, because there's 1,000 tunes on rhythm changes.
Well, let's listen to a second cut from this same album. Because it's just so damn good.
Yeah. I included this one because this song is really harmonically difficult. The melody's really hard to play. Trinkle Tinkle is fiendishly difficult to play on the saxophone, and there's sort of strange groupings, and it doesn't sit on the horn. Oddly enough, if you played it on piano long enough, it kind of sits on the piano in a funny kind of way, ergonomically, But it's rhythmically complex, and the chord structure is super unique, as opposed to playing blues and rhythm changes. Monk's masterful at also having original chord changes, and not just the way the chords function, but the way they're specifically voiced by Monk, and Trinkle Trinkle is a great example of that.